Hey, it's Alex from Churchland checking in with you once again. It's September, fall is here, school is here. That doesn't mean you should stop reading other things. We got 6 new books for you today, so let's dive in and check them out. Alright, let's get into it. I got 6 great books for you. I'm super excited, especially for this first one. This is The Firekeepers Daughter by Angeline Bully. It spent 20 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. That's not even why I'm excited about it. Why am I excited about it? Well, I don't know if you've been hearing a lot, but a hot issue right now is representation in media, whether that's books, TV, movies. Representation is super important because it allows people to see themselves when in the culture, which is super important because for a while they weren't there or they were stereotyped, and it's just ugly. But also representation is important for not yourself, because you get to go other places and learn other things and be exposed to a culture you probably wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. So The Firekeepers Daughter, it is set on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I've heard it's beautiful. Love to go visit it sometime. It's about 18-year-old Donis Fontaine. She's a young Ojibwe woman, a Native American woman, indigenous woman. So many phrases. Ready to start college, a family tragedy occurs which forces Dantes to put off her dream and not go to college. But at the same time, she also falls for Jamie, a hockey player on her brother Levi's team. But Jamie seems a little guarded, seems a little hidden on something. Tying into that, Dantes witnesses a horrifying murder. And because she's a witness, she starts working with the FBI on the case. And the FBI needs her help as well, because what's going on with the case straddles between her Michigan hometown and the local Ojibwe reservation. So this book offers a great look at modern Native American life. Sometimes also in education, you're exposed to, well, this happened in 1607 and that was the end of that. Especially here on the East Coast. A lot on the East Coast, that's not really brought into daily life. Out west, it's a little more prevalent that you'll get more history and more about it. There's some great museums out west, but out east, we're still kind of adjusting to that. So this is a great way to look at Native American life now, and it's super exciting. I'm excited to read it. All right, next up, Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. Nina LaCour wrote one of my favorite young adult books ever. Actually, one of my favorite books ever. Let's not even put a title on it. It was called The Disenchantments, about a band on the road the summer before college, before they break up. It really captured van life when you're in a band and what traveling around that is like. I did a stint as a merchandise manager for a band once through Canada. It was a great time. If you want to talk to me about it, I'm free and open to talk about that experience. Shout out to the Zambonis. Anyway, so this book paints about the same time period, but in a more melancholy way. Mila graduates from high school and is also finally released from the foster care system. So I know that that's a whole thing. Finally, on her own, she accepts a job teaching in a remote part of the Northern California coast with a place to live. But the farm she lives on turns out to be haunted by the past, both the farm and her own. So it's all about recovery, dealing with grief, survival. Excited for this one. Nina LaCour is a fantastic author. So I'll be checking that one out as well. All right, next up, Sept by Melissa Tate. If you're into romance, this one's for you. Wesley Clark and Stella Green have always been rivals as the best students at Gene Connolly High. Tensions are through the roof as they both compete for the valedictorian scholarship. Meanwhile, both are fans of the sci-fi show Warship 7. They both begin chatting with someone on the show's chat room. Like a modern You've Got Mail, I don't know if you've seen that movie or not because it's 20 years old at this point, but Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, they meet on AOL back in the day, and they don't know, they run rival bookstores and they don't know it's each other, and it's great. It's also referenced in Ted Lasso if you've been watching that. But like a modern day You've Got Mail, the two rivals don't know they're talking to each other, with plans to meet up at SciCon in cosplay. what will happen when they finally meet. So if you come to Minicon, you're a fan of cosplay, Comic Cons, this might be the one for you. So definitely check it out. Shipped by Meredith Tate. Another great one there. All right, if you're into sci-fi fantasy, we've got the Infinity Courts by Kemi Dawn Bowman. Here's what's going on in this one. Nami Miyamoto is on her way to a party where a class is celebrating graduating high school. The problem? She never gets there. She is murdered on her way there. But Nami wakes up in a place called Infinity, where human consciousness goes when the body dies. She learns that Ophelia, a virtual assistant on Earth, Siri, Alexa, whatever, has become Queen of Infinity, forcing humans into servitude as revenge for how she was treated on Earth. Nami also learns of Ophelia's larger plan to eradicate humanity. Teaming with a band of rebels, Nami reckons with her own past and future and humanity to try and save us all. So if you feel like that kind of sci-fi, what the future may be, the Infinity Court sounds like a great read. Check it out. All right, I always like to end with nonfiction. It's kind of the unloved part of young adult books, but we got some great ones here for you. First up, you've been seeing the weather, you've been seeing the wildfires. If you want to learn more about that or read some great articles about it, we have No Planet B. This is a Teen Vogue guide to climate crisis. If you don't read Teen Vogue online, they're probably the best reporters on the internet. I'm not going to lie on that one. Forget the New York Times, forget the Washington Post and all their BS. Teen Vogue has their fingers on the pulse of the world, and this is just a bunch of great articles from Teen Vogue in the last 4 years, summing up the climate crisis, talking about Greta Thunberg, and it's really just, it's a must read. If you want to know more about the climate crisis, forget opposing viewpoints and things like that. This is going to give you what you're looking for. So great reporting in here. Check it out. And lastly, it's a topic I don't like talking about, but it's extremely important, and unfortunately, it's the world we live in. This is Be Strong, Be Wise, a young adult's guide to sexual assault awareness and personal safety by Amy R. Carpenter. According to RAINN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, 1 in every 6 American women has been the victim of an attempted or completed rape in her lifetime, and every 68 seconds an American is sexually assaulted. So I recommend everyone know how not only to protect themselves, but also be an ally in case you are a bystander to sexual assault. It's not just men preying on women sexually assault other women, they sexually assault men, men sexually assault men. I mean, it's a problem. It's a thing out there. So if you're asking questions, or you see a situation you feel uncomfortable with, maybe check out this book. I'm also going to give you another suggestion about sexual assault, unwanted touching. I volunteer. Well, not really volunteer. I support. I do a radio spot for them on my radio station. I help out at events. It's an organization called GrooveSafe. You can go to groovesafe.com. They have a lovely video called Bystander 101, which helps teach the 5 steps of diffusion, which can help a situation. And also, they also have some other great tips on there. So check them out. Go to groovesafe.com, and you can learn more about this topic. If you don't want to read a book, that way you have the internet too. It's a great organization. Their main goal is trying to stop it from happening at concerts. You're in a big group, things happen there. But I'm sure it'll expand as we go. But they're a great resource. So that's what I got for you here. We've made some changes. If you want to check out any of these books, I have dedicated a whole shelf to them. You'll see that up here on your screen now. So they'll be right up there for easy pickings. Also on the other side of the gondola, you'll be seeing that right now, we created a spot for the most recent books. So I'll be going through each week, seeing what's out there new, and I'll be trying to display them there. So that way you'll know exactly what's the latest in the teen room. And we hope to have some events soon, get back to regular programming. Of course, the big thing this week, our hours are extended again. So if you have trouble getting over here after school in time for 4, we got later hours. So they're gonna appear magically right here. But we're open Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we're open late those nights. Thursdays, we're open till 6. And then Friday and Saturday, 10 to 5, especially that Saturday. Now Now we're open almost a full day. So it's good stuff there. I'm playing with tape, which is probably making this video awkward, but yeah, that's all I got for you right now. Thanks everybody who's coming in, and everybody will come in so far. Also, a reminder, you can go to our website that will appear here. Log in with your library card and PIN, and you can reserve any of these books for either pick up in the library, or we can still maybe do some curbside appointments for you if you're feeling it. I know that Delta wave is crushing it out there. So anyway, that's what I got for you out there. Hope you're having a great school year so far, or just getting into it. And we'll be here for you here at your local library. Until then, be safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you out there soon. Come visit us. Till then, bye.